creating great video is really hard. However, if you have bad audio, it's even harder. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my top tips and tricks of how you can make your audio sound better in your YouTube videos. Coming up. So hello everyone, my name is Jay, aka Jakester123, and I do vlogging, tech reviews, and audio tips and tricks videos just like this one. So if you're new here, definitely subscribe. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. Right, so my first recommendation are to the people who just want to start YouTube with absolutely no money budget at all, no idea of actually making YouTube videos, but they want to make them not only look good, but sound good. So my best budget option for you all watching this is to actually just use your built-in smartphone microphone system. Even though the camera quality may not be great on these, depending on what model you have, they still have a built-in microphone, so you can use their normal systems and basically use the audio off that, because even though it's not the same quality as like a shotgun mic or a lapel mic, it still does really great audio quality. And here's a quick test of some audio quality that I recorded straight from the Samsung Galaxy S7. Here is what the Samsung Galaxy S7 is to sound like. So my second recommendation are for the people who want to start YouTube, however their camera quality is great but their audio is not so good. Now I have for you all is to actually invest a tiny bit of money into a lapel mic, or as the proper term is in this day and age, a lavalier mic. And I have one here, however I'm not going to review it or test it, and I will explain why in the video later on. But a company that I would recommend for lapel mics is a company called BOYA, and their microphone, the BOYA BYM1, is worth checking out. And here are a few reasons why it's worth checking out. Number one, they are very small and portable, so you can carry them to different shoots. You can do a run and gun from different places, and you can put it inside your pocket or even a small travel bag or travel case. Number two, the cable length is so perfect that it won't get caught in the video, and it won't even get caught in your video shot. So you don't have to worry about dragging cables or having the fear of a cable somehow coming down onto your shoe and basically messing up your shot. Number three, this particular microphone has a setting where it can go not only from camera mode, works for DSLRs and mirrorless point and shoots and everything else like that. It actually goes from camera mode to a mode where you can actually change it to smartphone. So if you plugged it in, there is a button where you can flick it in literally 2 seconds and it switches straight from the camera's mode to the smartphone mode. So, a really budget option if you wanted to basically record with a phone and a camera. And number four, these things are ridiculously cheap. Last time I checked of this video, they are only £15 here in the UK, and maybe even less if you shop around. And for the whole package, it is such a total steal for performance, price, portability, and for the quality that you actually get from this lavalier microphone. So my third recommendation are for the people who have DSLR cameras with a microphone input on them. However, they want, instead of a microphone being attached to their shirt, they want it attached to the top of their camera. Now the problem with basically having a shotgun microphone on top of your camera is that if you don't have a hot shoe mount, then you won't be able to put a microphone basically on top of the camera. However, if you have a cheap tripod, then you can actually buy adapters so that the microphone can go onto the tripod instead of the top of the camera, plug it still in, and still be able to capture that audio. However, if your DSLR camera has either Nikon or Canon, if they have a hot shoe mount, then here are the main two recommendations that I have for people wanting to get cheap and best budget shotgun microphones. So the first one that I would recommend you checking out is called the TAKSTAR SGC 598, and it only comes in at £30 here in the UK on Amazon. and even less if you shop around. And I will put some buy links down in the description box below if you do want to buy one basically for yourself. So my next recommendation is to actually go to everyone's favourite audio company, which is called Rode. Now everyone knows Rode because they specialise in audio for videos, and their microphones are absolutely amazing. I'm actually shooting with one right now, which is the Rode Video Mic Go, and basically it's on this one, and you can hear how the quality sounds. It actually sounds amazing. No more background noise, so no more of that static hissing and things, which makes your audio sound more professional when it's actually just the microphone, which is actually on top of your camera. And here are a few reasons of why I would check out the Rode Video Mic Go as your starting budget shotgun microphone. Number one, it is one of the second most cheapest Rode microphones out there to be used on DSLR cameras. Number two, if the cable breaks on the Rode Video Mic Go, don't worry about it, because you can actually use another 3.5 to 3.5mm cable, plug it from the microphone into the side of your camera if it's on there. However, if you bought something such as the Rode Video Mic Pro, which is about 3 times, maybe 4 times the price, if the cable breaks on that, you either have to send it back to Rode, or if they don't allow you to send it back, you buy another microphone, and they're around £130 to £200 here in the UK. Number three, this microphone on the top, which is the Rode Video Mic Go, as I've said, does not require any batteries, so you can actually take this on and off sets, you can run and gun with it, you can shoot wherever, whenever, and whatever you like. Unlike with the Rode Video Mic Pro, as I said, higher price, but if you end up forgetting to turn off the batteries, turning off the microphone after a shoot, it kills the battery pretty quickly. However, you can also put 2 AA batteries into the Pro version. However, you don't really want to be carrying batteries around, and you don't want to end up buying them because you'll actually pay more for the batteries rather than power. So I recommend Rode Video Mic Go rather than Rode Video Mic Pro as your starting shotgun microphone. So now that I've actually shared with you some of my recommendations, here are my tips of how to make sure that you get the best audio quality possible for your YouTube videos. Tip number one that I have for you all is don't buy non-branded microphones. Let me give you an example actually. This lapel mic, it looked really good. However, I bought it off a company called Wish. Wish is basically the devil's site, don't bother. And it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Even though the packaging and everything else amazing and phenomenal, it looks like we're gonna get what I wanted. However, it didn't live up to its name. So even though it's cheap, doesn't mean that it's going to be fast or good. So my recommendation of tip number one, don't buy non-branded microphones. Tip number two is to do your research and your test before you actually go and invest in audio equipment. For example, if you are wanting to shoot with the Samsung Galaxy S7, however you want to improve your audio, you might not need to, because the audio is actually really good, as you heard from the previous test. And finally, tip number three, which sort of relates back to tip number one, is to buy branded microphones. And the reason why is because of this. Number one, even though you are going to pay a little bit more, you will get the best quality out of these products. Number two, another reason why is because these companies specialize in this sort of environment of sound and getting better audio quality for videos, so you know that if they're a proper company, you can trust them better than if you go to somewhere like Wish or Geek and they sell rip-off brands and things like that. And also, the final thing is that with Rode and TAKSTAR, as I said, they are very good for being in the sound line and audio for videos. Even though you're going to pay a little bit more, you're definitely going to get what you paid for these products. So thank you everyone again for checking out this video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, and make sure to turn your post notifications on so you're never out of date with the video that I upload. And if you do like the content that I do, please make sure to share it with a friend. And until next time, my name is Jay, aka Jakester123, and I do vlogging, tech reviews, and audio tips and tricks videos just like this one. Have a great night or day, and peace out, everybody.